democracy, the burden of its sustenance rests with their successor. Democracy does not end with elections. We must continue to build faith in a system that ensures a respectable and transparent process and hold new leaders accountable to their promises. As leaders and citizens, it is important to hold each other accountable to the values we profess. We must resist the temptation of dictatorship, the seductions of power for its own sake. We must demand transparency, integrity, and justice from our government, from our institution, and from ourselves. And we must not shy away from holding our partners in the international community to the same standard. Too often, the rhetoric of democracy and human rights is used as a blunt tool to advance narrow geopolitical interests, rather than as a genuine commitment to universal principles. We must challenge this hypocrisy wherever we find it and insist upon a more equitable and just world order. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us remember that the future of Africa lies not in the hands of any one leader or nation, but in the collective will and determination of its people. Let us continue and let us work together across borders and boundaries to build a continent that is truly free, truly prosperous, and truly just. And let us never lose sight of the fact that our greatest strength lies not in our resources or our wealth, but in our unity and our resilience. As we confront these challenges, we must reaffirm our commitment to democracy, not as a hollow slogan, but as a guiding principle that informs every facet of governance and decision making. It is incumbent upon each of us to safeguard the hard-won gain of democracy and to uphold ourselves and others accountable to its precepts. Let us heed the call to actions embedded within this conference theme. Africa delivers pragmatic path to prosperity. Let us harness our collective resolve to forge a future where democracy flourishes, where opportunity abounds, and where the promise of Africa is realized for all its citizens. Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you with the words of Nelson Mandela, who once said, and I quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done," unquote. The challenges we face may seem difficult, but I'm confident that together we can overcome them and build a future worthy of the dreams and aspirations of our people. God bless.
Unfortunately, we are not given the free will to make decisions on our own mineral resources. There's always Big Brother who decides. And when you fight and say, no, we are not going to do this, they use the system to stop you. It's either they set you up with the opposition and they'll be supporting the opposition against you from the back, or they cause unnecessary chaos in your country so that you are not able to even govern your own people. They will do things to make you not to be functionable. And of course, any country that don't have peace cannot develop. You have to have peace before you talk about development. I'll give you a simple example about Sierra Leone. Every mining company that is in Sierra Leone today is owned by a foreigner. Unfortunately, we are not given the free will to make decisions on our own mineral resources. There's always Big Brother who decides. And when you fight and say, no, we are not going to do this, they use the system to stop you. It's either they set you up with the opposition and they'll be supporting the opposition against you from the back, or they cause unnecessary chaos in your country so that you are not able to even govern your own people. They will do things to make you not to be functionable. And of course, any country that don't have peace cannot develop. You have to have peace before you talk about development. I'll give you a simple example about Sierra Leone. Every mining company that is in Sierra Leone today is owned by a foreigner. Every mining company. If it's not the Chinese, it's the American, it's the British. Our electricity, Bumuda, is run by the British, and we still don't have light. We're looking for light, electricity. If you don't have electricity, how can you talk about education? How can you talk about health facility? How can you talk about improving the infrastructure of your country? We don't have electricity. Now, do we actually even have proper water, pipe-borne water, so that our kids will not be sick? We don't have those facilities. Why? With all the minerals we have, there is a cap you put. Before my husband became the president of Sierra Leone was benefiting. They said, what's the word?
Senator Dylan up with Alex Grant, ex-rep.
Everybody know that I'm supposed to be 10 years, so nobody can have me for counting people. For you to pass the scrutiny.
Senator Dylan up with Alex Grant, ex-rep.
Everybody know that I'm supposed to be 10 years, so nobody can have me for counting people. For you to pass the scrutiny of the Senate, speak to your credentials. Question.
Thank you, Senator. I presented what I have. It's before the House of Senate. All my credentials are submitted. Yeah, okay, very good. Very well.
I want to confirm that what you presented, what you presented.
Yes, what I presented.
So let me ask one question.
Yeah.
I didn't expect for academic.
I got no knowledge of that. I only see it in newspaper. Okay. Yeah, I only see that in newspaper. I don't go running after it. Who are a specific issue of me will come and confront.
When you say not to your knowledge, that's not an answer. It's the smart way to evade honor code. I think as a little smart to know that honor code I want the right answer.
Yeah.
Have you been expelled for academic fraud? Question.
So I would say nothing on knowledge because I got no written documentation communicated to me by anybody.
For the third time, let me ask you. Have you, to your certain knowledge, have any institution extended for academic fraud? Question.
No.
Now the answer.
Thank you.
He was asking you a poignant question, not because he doesn't like it, but because that's what we're hearing everywhere. So I'll ask you one question. Did you or did you not go to one Ibadan University?
I did.
You graduated from there.
Now before I graduated.
Oh, so you went to Ibadan and you did not graduate?
No.
Okay. All right.
Fine. You have lived and worked in Grandia for 12 years. You have imparted.
What is said to your mom that convinced her to let you go to Monrovia?
It is my hope that the House of Representatives and the House of the Senate will have the same energy to address issues that are killing our people, that are keeping us in poverty, than just running to please our partners that wants to see this war crime court being established. I say to you, I remember the visit of former President George Bush II when he visited West Africa. He gave Liberian books when Liberians were in dire need of financial stability. And to me, I felt that was an indication that we Liberians need to read and advance our ability to be able to help our people. What bothers me is, during the same visit of Bush, the former president, a 10-lane road was constructed in Accra, Ghana, with the relationship between Liberia and the United States, knowing how this country was established by the free slaves that was taken from the west coast of Africa and taken to the United States, and went under 300 years of suffering. And today, Liberia has no reparation, but we are existing as a people. I want to bring to your attention, Honorable, that I remember Samuel Doe was crying for the help to open our coastal highway. And they told him, according to the former president, the late president, that it was too expensive to build our coastal highway. And he asked them, if it is expensive today, will it be cheaper tomorrow? President Tubman, when he was asking to build this Capitol building that we are on today, he was told it was too expensive. I can assure you that running to please is a culture that we have as Liberians. And I hope that the books that was given to us by Bush should be read to improve the way in which we think. I also want to tell you today, as we are fighting, that we be able to stop this culture of impunity. I also say there's a culture of impunity that when we, the Senate, sit and see that in a year time, 7.8 tons of our gold leave this country every year. 7.8. And I can assure you that 1 ton of those gold costs 65 million United States dollars. I hope that this approach of running to please that brought us together so fast in order to make this decision
issues. Don't forget those of you from Bomi County today. Bomi County is playing her second match in the National County Sports Meet. And so very shortly we speak with a member of the is it the technical or organizing committee, Abdul Khan, to provide some updates for us. And then our Freedom Cash giveaway is active. Today is Wednesday, so it is Wednesday. What? On Wednesday, it's what, $4,000, right? But there were some winners from yesterday that we did not speak to, and so we are going to speak with them this morning. So yes, that's the size and shape of our program this morning. Very shortly, Abu will join us very shortly. You know, the LMP along with the Ministry of Transport, a joint operation of the Transport Ministry, the Liberia National Police. Today, they served prior notice about their inspection that would have begun on the 17th of this month. And you all know that today is the 17th of April 2024. So, yes, the police has begun her inspection. We told it runs from 7 to 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you are still home and your vehicle is not registered or your vehicle is not insured, your vehicle must be registered, insured, plated, meaning the plate must be on your vehicle front and back, and then you must have a valid driver license. So these are things that the police will be looking for today. If you do not have these things, we're begging you, please, you have to comply with the police interrogations in the different areas that you may encounter those traffic officers or inspectors in the field. They are working for the state. They deserve the respect from all of us. So if you are, even if you have your plates on your vehicles and the police or a police officer stop you, it's important that you stop. If he or she says park, put your signal on in the direction that the police officer is instructing you to park, and then listen or comply with the police interrogation. The police officers in the field, yes, they have their own discretion, but at times you see the way you comply with the police officers or the inspectors in the field could even say, yeah, okay, we'll give you 24, we'll give you 24 hours, to go and ensure that you have your documents, get ready and set, So we don't expect that you be disrespectful and aggressive as you interact with those inspectors from the Ministry of Transport and the Liberia National Police that you see in the street. You see, it's becoming a rainy day, and they had to cut their sleeve, to get to their different ports on time or in time to do the state's work. And so it is part of our nationalistic obligation to comply with state interrogators. Yes, yeah. Thank you, thank you. How you interact with state interrogators. So, if you have maybe you've paid for your vehicle registration and insurance, and they have not issue it, and all of that, you can stop when they stop you, park in the direction they want you to park, and then explain to them better. If they require you to call the person who is processing your documents, you can place the call to the person. If you're not getting the person, you may plead to them to that you share the person's contact details with them. Just talk to them, and all of that. If you have the documents, maybe in soft copy, you could plead with them and show to them. If they demand hard copy and you're not in rush, you will just stop and go to one, somewhere, and then have it printed in hard copy and show to them, or you talk to them politely. You're not committing crime. It's not a criminal offense, but you're in violation of the traffic laws, or the traffic rules. So you have to be polite as you interact with them. And I also like to sound this to particularly our media colleagues too, because in most instances we are the ones that have the problem that gave the police officers tough time. Our vehicles may not be registered, or may not have insurance, or may not have plates, and the police officers will stop us and we'll stop, but we may not want to, comply with their instruction. They park, so we don't want to park. We want to call them to the car to show them our press ID cards and all of that. Uh, when they say park, you can, as you pull in your press ID card from your pocket or your identity, you can still follow their instruction to park. When you park, they will walk to the car. They will approach the vehicle, to the driver, particularly, and you can have a conversation. You can maybe identify. If they say no, they will not go. They are not going to apply that discretion to you to allow you go. You can find means to resolve it. But I mean, we can be combative, aggressive or arrogant to those police officers. They too know that we're partners in the work we do, and so they deserve some huge form of respect from all of us. The same way they respect us behind the microphones or the pens or the cameras, that's the same respect we should give them as well, behind the whistle in the street. So yeah, I thought to begin the show with this little caution to all of us and place emphasis on we, the media people. Okay. Uh, we need to today. Bomi County goes to county meet. In her second encounter, let me make some effort to speak with Abdul. Let's talk about the mobilization so far and where we. Uh, okay, so we have Abdul. Abdul, are you still the chair of the committee?
Yeah, Austin, yeah.
I know it's been very, very tough. We've been having some conversations behind the scenes. Are there improvements now in terms of financial and material support to the team before we talk about the spirit of the boss and the girls as they engage their second encounter today?
Austin, let me say good morning to you and thank God that you are back after battling some illness this day. Since Sunday, I've been trying reaching out. Somebody told me that you've been ill, and thank God I'm hearing your voice. And let me say good evening or good morning to every citizen of Bomi County. I'm calling currently from the camp of the girls right around the rehab area. Yes, Austin, there have been some improvement. Let me say thank you too for flagging the situation that Bomi was involved with, or Bomi is involved with, and thanks for reaching out to prominent sons and daughters of Bomi. Before we could leave the country to come to Morovia, we received huge material sporting donations from the former speaker, now Senator of Bomi County, Honorable Ellis Jeneka Taro.
Wow, okay.
He brought tracksuits, he brought jerseys, football boots, and he even provided rice to kick out the preparation for Tongman bread. The caucus chair, Honorable Madam Bishop Johnson, also gave something around 100,000 with some 10 bags of rice that kept the team in Bomi on camp for 2 weeks before picking up to come to Morovia. The MPA boss, Honorable Sekou Hossein Dukle, the proud son of Bomi, also presented 100,000 towards the team preparation while we were in Togman Bread. And since our arrival to time, Honorable Suno on the camp before the first game where we defeated Grand Kema 2-1, Honorable Suno went on the camp and gave 500,000 Liberian dollars with 25 bags of rice to set up the team preparation for the group stage. Last night, while on the camp of the girls, also I received a call from Honorable Salif Raftara, the current Minister of Transport, who is also a proud son of Bomi County, and he drove to the camp and presented 100,000 to set up the team of motivation for today's game.
Okay.
So financially, things are not okay, but we are not where we used to be while we were preparing. We still looking up for money. Remember, Youth and Sport released a check of 1,488,000 in a tune of 8,000 nominated the superintendent, development superintendent, but they have appeared for confirmation hearing. They are yet to be confirmed. So we stay in need of money. We have to take care of player payment. We have to take care of material that we credited, sporting material that we credited from stove. We have to take care
How
of
how much are we talking about here in terms of debt, material, finances, total? Just
something around 10,000 because we owe the email business supposed to around 6,000. The previous guest house that we were camping before the postponement, we got something around 1,600 for the guy. The current guest house that we are currently in, we have not even paid a dime. So the person is only hosting us depending that we will pay before we leave the premise. So we still looking up to raising this money so that we can settle debt. Not only debt, the more you progresses to the other stage of the tournament, the players have to see improvement into their contract.
obviously,
So
and the demands will increase. Obviously,
we have a budget of 100,000. We have not even raised 20% of that technical amount. So we're still looking up to citizens of Bomi to raise that money so that we can have a successful, smooth tournament.
but Abdul, that amount has reduced now because we do not have challenge with Jersey. From what you said, the donation from the former speaker, now Senator of Bomi, I'm not too sure we have a challenge with Jersey offered for the next matches. Do we still?
Yes, you are right, Austin. The sponsorship of the tournament also gave each.
Oh, we are so sorry we lost Abdul. Let's try to reconnect with Abdul and conclude this interview of our dear Bomi County as we face. Okay, Abdul, sorry we lost you. Thanks for rejoining us.
Sorry, it's a poor network.
Okay.
The sponsorship of the tournament also gave each county 4 sets of jerseys, and we are of course with material. Our boys got boots, they got practice boots, they got game boots, and the girls got practice skip, they got game skip. So we are of course in terms of material. All we need now is to settle issue of salary, issue of debt, issue of internal transportation, and special operations. You know, we are in a traditional tournament, and most often you got to get people transporting themselves from the country. The one time we experience huge challenge. Our citizens, some only had transportation to come and purchase, to come and watch again. They never had ticket money. We as steering committee people need we have to buy tickets for them. We needed to provide water because they were under the sun. So all these things require money. So we stay open to receiving cash donations and other donations.
Okay, Abdul, let's hope that our citizens, especially those of us who have some level of small financial potency, can tip in or chip in regularly with the technical team to ensure that our team is highly spirited, not for only today's game but for future games, because this year we are actually chasing the trophy, and we don't want to accept anything besides the trophy. Now, in terms of spirit and talking about transportation and spirit for the game, I know that you said that the boss, regardless of the challenges, are in high spirit for the game. But let's talk about the fan base as well. We need to get more people from Bomi, more people from most of our citizens are around here. We need to rally them to come to the field. They need to be attired, whether in their t-shirt or their jerseys and all of that. What are we doing about that? We have less than 6 hours to go.
Of course, Austin, since last year, Bomi citizens have been arriving from the plantation, from the various town and village across the town and villages across the country. And the momentum in Monserrato, as we speak, the citizens around Riyadh, the Bomi citizens around Riyadh, are currently at the gate of the kickball team, trying to got a game with Maserado today, and they will be playing second game around 12, but they want to watch the first game with Guapodu and Kidman because their next game on Saturday will be Guapodu and Kidman. The morale on the camp, the players are saying, for too long, when we won the tournament on the 19th, we are yet to even qualify. Season before last, we thought our zone, we were ruled out of the tournament because of protest. Last year, we went to Nima, we won, to Lofa, we won our first game, drew our second game. The last game, we were defeated, that caused us to drop in the zone. This year, we have put on a clear-cut teams, both kickball and football. If you watch the football team, the caliber of player for me recruited this year are clearly prepared to make the season happen. On the issue of transportation, also I want to give credit to the president of the community college who released the college bus to the team to be used for 14 days.
Okay,
So
okay, that's good.
Thank you to the president of the college. The bus have been doing extremely well, taking the players to their favorite practices, pitches and other things. So we up against Maserado today. But remember, everywhere on the camp, the both camp, the mentality build is that we are the least in the zone.
Sure, we're going to the team as the honor dog.
Yeah, all the players are aware that even though with all the hits, with all the praises that people are giving the team, they are aware that they are the least in the zone. We are hungry for points. Worry against the host team, a country meet is not an easy task. So all we do is to approach the game with more hunger for success. So the boys are in high spirit, the girls are in high spirit. They are prepared to make for me proud. I want to say this to my counterpart, Maserado. Since we arrived in Maserado country, you people have failed to provide the care according to the rules of the game. People are not visiting our camp, but we are not deterred. With all of those mistreatment, we will still go into the game prepared to defeat you. We are not complacent. We are not underestimating you, but we are going with our everything into the game.
Okay, we are not deterred. We are committed. We are going with our all into the game. That's the voice of the committee chair, Abdul Kane for Bomi County. Our the game today is 4 o'clock for those of you who may not be in the know, right?
Yeah,
4 o'clock. So
the girls will be playing by 12.
Okay, so the girls' game is at 12 o'clock against Maserado, and the boys' game is at 4 o'clock against Maserado as well.
Yeah, Maserado top the zone for the football category.
That's because the score more goals.
Yeah, 3.2 goals, no goal again.
Okay.
For Bomikate, 3.2 goal, 1 goal again. For the kickball, our girls topping the zone, the group with 5 home runs. 3 points.
You haven't sent me for me our song, our victory song.
Okay, I'm coming to do it right away.
You have the other one, the Lone Star WhatsApp, right?
I got a 2 WhatsApp number.
Okay.
I will do it right away.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's it for our game today with Maserado County. And so we are encouraging all of you, Bomises. You know, the people already say we not play day. So we're not a populated county, but there are many. We're small but strong, and we are stronger together. We are stronger when we come together, hold together, unite, and put in or move in one direction. That's the strength of Bomi County, togetherness. In the absence of togetherness, we don't achieve anything as a county. And that's it. Anything outside of togetherness, Bomi does not achieve anything. And so we have those of you who have differences because the biggest differences are political. We have to put our political differences aside and see ourselves as all citizens of Bomi County and come together today to cheer our boss and our guests to victory. And ensure that there's even score more goals to top the zone, because Maserado is ahead of is ahead of us in the zone, because they like you listen to Abdul, they did not concede a goal. We conceded a goal. Even though we scored 2 goals, and Maserado scored 2 goals, but Montserrat did not concede a goal. We conceded a goal, so they are ahead of us. They're tapping the table or the zone and all of that. So we have to encourage all of you who are bombing citizens living in Morovia, those of you living in Kipman, those of you living in Babolo, those of you living in bombing ASF, any means, even those of you the taxi drivers, when you park your car in Douala or you go to Tottenham Break and park at the gas station to take passengers, at least just make one seat available for a fan today. All of you taxi drivers in bombing, and this one is for all of you taxi drivers in bombing. Just make, well, you have Bozo, Kobo, or taxi, you get motor, but those of you even running the motorbikes, as you come into town, if you charging 300 for a passenger, just reduce that 300 to $100 for a passenger. Especially those of our citizens who are coming or who want to come to town to watch the game and don't have the transportation. That's your way of supporting your county. Okay, so the buses may not be many, but if all of the motorbikes running in Bombay can say, today we are carrying all of you who want to all of you who want to watch our game against Maserado today, y'all come, let's go. We'll get on the back. We charge you just $100 just for us to buy gas. Instead of $400-500, we will charge everybody 100 each per passenger, and you can drive in a convoy with care and come to town, park your motorbikes in a secure environment, and then after the game, get on your back, drive back to bombing with care and all of that while we celebrate our victory. Same applies to the taxi drivers too. You know, most of the taxi drivers running from Bad to Morovia, from Sastan to from bombing to Sastan, Sastan to bombing to Bo. Most of you who are from bombing, if you're coming to Morovia, just make a seat available, at least for free, for a fare or a citizen who wants to come and watch the game. And then you could even reduce your price just for today as your form of support to Bombay County. Okay, so that's the capacity you have to support the team. You don't need to give us 1 million as a taxi driver. Just transport our citizens to Morovia at a lower cost to watch a game. You see us here? I don't get money to give the team, right? But I can use my platform for us to motivate other people to raise money, to raise support, to rally support for our boss and our guests. That's how we use our spaces to support our teams, to support our counties. You don't have to have riches or catch billions, millions, thousands. You can use your radio to promote the team, to motivate the team, to encourage the players, to even encourage all of our government officials, our high profile people, our local government people, and the citizens to support the team in a manner and form within the confines of their own capacity. So, like I said, the taxi drivers, you could say today, from here to running from bombing to 80 years. From bombing to Douala onto the game, from bombing to Douala is $100 instead of 200 or 250 or 300 because today bombing playing. So you see more people coming to Morovia to watch the game because the taxi drivers have reduced the price. Those of you who are running gas station and you can call them to say today we say all taxi driver running, you come to my gas station, I will give you 0.5, half gallon, you know, or or if you can get taxi, those are the citizens who want to watch the game. If you can get a taxi, we'll gas the taxi to carry you to town. If you can get a car, we can gas the car, we'll give you 4 gallon. 4 gallon can bring you and carry you back. 5 gallon can bring you and carry you. So we can gas the car to go. That's how you support. Yeah, today you will not lose if you use at least 5% of your profit from your gas, or from the total amount you charge your passengers to come to town and all of that. When they're coming back after the game, some will be stranded and coming back. You say, okay, let manage it. We'll drive with care and reach. Okay, you're just laugh, Okay, we'll reduce the price because most of you came to watch the game and you're going back. So what we're going to do, we are going to reduce the price to have your return to the country to watch your game, to interact with your family and friends. So that's how we can support our county team today. Our county teams today, the kickball and the football teams and all of that. So that's it for our county meet. Yes, our Freedom Cash giveaway is on. We're about to. Yesterday there were winners that we could not call. So we will call those winners this morning, and we are going to call all of our winners this morning, on the show, and then do additional draws and speak with all of them. We'll come back, we'll read you. We'll run into this our conversation with this our conversation about the civil service agency. And this conversation is for all of you civil servants. The government of Liberia is initiating a loan program with EcoBank. And that loan program, they say you as a civil servant, you can go to EcoBank and apply for 50% of your salary before the end of the month. And on that 50% of your salary, the bank will deduct 3%. So this is it. Let's assume you make $200. Or let's take it as 150. Okay, let's assume you make $850. Or let's say $200. If you make $200 as a civil servant, I think we should go for the least. So we'll go for the least because they say some people making $100. Oh, I know what like you, but let's go for the least as $100. So if you're making $100 and you broke or you jam and you really want money to settle some emergency, CS is saying that $100 that you make every month, you can go to EcoBank and acquire a loan, 50% of that money, and take 50% of that money. So 50% of the $100 will be what? Will be $50. So you can go to EcoBank and take $50. They call it loan. But before the bank give you that $50, the bank will not give you the exact $50. They say the bank will deduct 3% from the $50. So we'll come and do the math for you so you understand, and then we tell you why this policy is a terribly bad policy. It's a terribly bad program. I know people are only seeing it from the governmental perspective, the political point. Yeah, because everybody, civil servant salary, they can't take pay on time, so 3% interest, 3% interest. I mean, that's the perspective they're looking at this program. I'm sure the CSA did not consider all aspects, which we have done our consultations with the major stakeholders, including commercial banks. Even the commercial banks have that issue over the manner of forming which the CSA decided to immediately to announce on the EcoBank. They have that issue. And I'll read for you the justification given by the CSA boss. A mixture of extreme arrogance in his justification. And so that's why we want to have a conversation about this. And we'll tell you why we are also introducing this conversation, and we will not stop until this policy, this balloon program is abolished, is stopped. And all of you, we're going to also call all of you civil servants to reject. But let's give away some catch, okay, to our customers, our clients. I talk about Benny Bean, I talk about customers and clients, to our audience, and then we'll come back. We'll talk the real. We'll come back and talk the real talk. Okay. So let's speak with all of these. There are some people yesterday we didn't call 5 winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6. Yeah, 5 winners yesterday. So we will call those winners from yesterday, and then we'll do additional draw. So the way to play our cash giveaway today is Wednesday. So all of you who are playing today and winning, you are going to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars, not 2,005, because every Wednesday we give each winner 4,000 Liberian dollars. So the process is just simple to play. Just dial star. As I'm talking, you can start playing, because as soon as I'm done calling the winners from yesterday, I will start calling the winners for today. So just dial star 799 hash, enter 11, and then you press 1 if you want to play in USD, or you press 2 if you want to play in LD, and then you send. They are going to ask you to enter your mobile money password. Once you enter your mobile money password, you have played. So the process is star 799 hash. You send. You wait small, and then they ask you the options to come to you. You enter number 11. You send. You wait small for a few seconds. Then 2 other options will come. Option number 1 will ask you if you want to play in USD. Option number 2 will ask you if you want to play in LD. So if you want to play in USD, you press 1 and send. If you want to play in LD, you press 2 and send. And then you wait to enter your mobile money password. As soon as you enter your mobile money password, you have already played. Okay, so that's how the process works. So we'll go and speak with our winners from yesterday, and then we'll come back. And then we'll come back and speak with winners for today, and then we'll launch our conversation with this whole CSA thing. The people promised to pay to increase civil servant salaries, but they are giving you loan 50% of your salary and taking 3% off. Eh? They're not even giving you 100% of your salary. Eh? But they call it salary advance. But they say only 50% you can take. But only 50%, they will deduct 3%. Eh? So that's what they tell you. We'll tell you why it is risky. Okay. I know the folks want to know why it's risky, but let's give money halfway. When our audience get money, then we'll come back. We talk the real talk with CSA. Some of you think we're stupid in this country and we are not following. That's what you think. So you can just kind of introduce anything, and everybody will just say, "Oh, Hosanna is Hosanna in the highest." So this person is on this number. Okay, let's call this first winner from yesterday, 654. And then okay, this is our first winner from yesterday's edition of the show. We could not call this person due to some other issues. So let's speak with this. Because this place is really, really heated. Imagine I'm sweating. Good morning. Okay, this is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Oh, okay. Then it's here, Kamara.
Okay, so you received a message yesterday from us, right? That you want 2,500.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but we could not call you due to some technical issues. That's why we're calling you this morning to congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
So today is Wednesday, and today's edition we are giving out $4,000 each as a winner. So you still qualify to play.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. That's the first winner from yesterday's edition of the show. Let's go to the telephone line and speak with the second winner. Oh God. And speak with the second winner from yesterday. This person is on this number. Okay, so let's speak with the second winner from yesterday's edition of our cash giveaway. So you two listening now can start playing by dialing *799#, and then you press send. Once you send, you wait for the options. You enter number 11, and then you enter. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, my name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Mm-hmm.
You played our cash giveaway yesterday, and you won $2,500.
My name is Mary Tomo calling from Grand Bassa.
Someone from Grand Bassa.
Yeah.
Okay, but you received your message, right?
No, I'm ready to see any message.
From yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yes. Okay, check your phone good. There's a message on your phone yesterday that you won $2,500 for playing our Freedom Cash giveaway. Okay. So maybe about check that phone and message go there. So you know, there are some people in the country they don't read message. Especially the folks outside all the time. No offense to them, but some of them use the phone. They especially the ones that do farming and all of that, do the motorbike ride. They need to get time for all the things. So let's call the third winner on this number 888. This is the third winner from yesterday. Let's call this person. Let's see what this person picks. This is our third winner from yesterday's edition of our cash giveaway. So you can be like these winners by dialing *799#. Follow the instructions, and then you are a part of our players for today and a potential winner of our cash giveaway. Today is $4,000 we are giving, and we give as many as possible. Good morning.
Yeah.
This is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Did you play our Freedom Cash giveaway yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you receive message from us?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. What's your name?
My name is
Massacre. Okay, today is Wednesday and we're giving out $4,000 each. So you are still qualified to play. Thank you, Massacre. That's Massacre. There, our third winner. Let's go and call our fourth winner from yesterday's edition of our cash giveaway. And then when we come back, we'll come back. We'll go to today's winners of our cash giveaway. Today, about 4,000, we're giving you. Not too far. Today is 4K. So once you win, we give you 4K. As soon as we finish, we're going to start doing our job. Good morning. This is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. You played our Freedom Cash giveaway yesterday.
I played yesterday morning.
Okay, and you received message from us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations to you. We could not call you yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And today is Wednesday. We are giving out 4,000 each to each winner. So it's an opportunity. You can still play. You are still qualified to play. And you can play as many times as you want to.
Oh, okay, today?
Today is Wednesday. As I'm speaking to you now, the process is on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go to the fifth and last winner from yesterday's edition. Okay, on this number, let's go. This number from yesterday's edition. Okay, so this is the last winner from yesterday's edition of the show that we did not call or we could not call. Now let's go to our dashboard now and start to draw winners for today's edition of the show. Okay, today is 4K. We're giving our 4K today. So it's an opportunity for all of you to play our cash giveaway. We're about to do jaws. Today is 4K each. So let's do. That's good. That's this person. If this person does not pick, okay, this person picks. Good morning. Okay, sorry, you sound like you are still in bed. My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. Okay, yesterday you played our cash giveaway, but we could not call you. Did you receive message from us?
Yes.
Okay. How much was in the message? Your name? Okay, Kebe. Congratulations to you. Today is Wednesday. It's the juicy one. Today we're giving out 4,000 each. So you are still qualified to play today. Okay, that's our fifth and last winner for yesterday's edition of the show of our cash giveaway. So let's go now to our dashboard and begin to draw new winners for today's edition of the show. Let's draw. Today is 4,000 each. So we'll go to draw winner, 4,000. Okay. And then we refresh our page to see the number. This is the number. I will just do the screenshot and send it to Kuso. Kuso will write the numbers down. Kuso, please come. Let's do the things together. Let's do this together. And then he'll write them down so I don't get confused with everything. So our first winner is already here. Let's go again to draw winner. We'll go to draw winner, 4,000. Okay. And then we refresh our page to see the second winner. Okay, the second winner is here. Let's go back to our draw winner, 4,000. Okay. Refresh the page. And then we're waiting to see the third winner. Okay. We have our third winner. Let's go back. Today we're giving 4,000 each to as many persons as possible. Many persons as possible. Okay, let me see. I think this is one of our winners from yesterday. Good morning.
Hello. Yes, this is Mary Somo calling from Brazil.
Okay, you saw the message, right?
I didn't send no message.
You didn't see message?
Yeah. Okay,
we save your number and we send your number to our technicians to check out whether you did not receive the message. Okay? Okay. Kusu, let me write this number down. Hold on, let me write your number down.
Yeah.
Because our system showed that you are one of our winners from yesterday. 638. Okay.
I just played again in the morning.
Okay, just play the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So the message for yesterday, you see you didn't receive it. So we're sending your number to our technicians to check in. Okay. So that Grand Basel winner said he has not received message. We'll send the number to our technicians. They will check in and send us the information, and then we'll come here and tell you it. So let's go. We have June 1, 2, 3, 4 winner. Let's go ahead and draw additional winners. We are drawing many winners. The process is just simple. Just dial *799#. You send. You wait for the options to come to you. When the options come to you, you enter 11 and send. And then two other options will come to you, asking you whether you want to play in USD or LD. USD at number 1 and send. LD, you enter number 2 and send. And then you wait to enter your password, your mobile money password, and then we are good. You have already played. That's how simple the process is. So let's go back and do additional draw. Let's go draw winners, 4,000. Okay. And then we refresh the page. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go again. We have 3, 2, 5 winners. Let's go back to draw winner. Draw winner, 4,000. Okay. People are winning. We just join winners. They read 20, 30. We get that. We just join winner. We refresh the page. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Draw winner. Let's go back. So we have 6 winners. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Draw winner, 4,000. Okay. The process is just very simple. So we just join the winner. Any number comes to us. That's why our system. That's why the system selected. We go. Let's go back to draw winners. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 winners. Let's go. Draw winner, 4,000. Okay. So the process, Kuzo, please come in and let's do this together, please. You have to come in and help me here. Let's get these winners numbers just recorded here, and then we can place the call to them. So we have drawn already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners. Let's go. We can draw. Okay, we can draw one more winner. Depending on how you play. Let's go. Yeah. So yeah, I would draw you through the process again because I have to go to politics. The process is just very simple. Just that *799#. Okay? *799#. And then you press enter, meaning you send it. When you send it, you wait for a few seconds. The options will come to you. When the options come to you, you enter option number 11. Just press 11 and you send. You wait for a few seconds. In a few seconds, the system will ask you to whether you want to play in, will ask you to play in USD or in LD. USD is at number 1. LD is at number 2. So if you are playing in USD, you enter 1 and send. If you are playing LD, you enter 2 and send. Then you wait for a few seconds again. They ask you to enter your mobile money password. Once you enter your mobile money password, you have already played. And then you just wait to be called. If the assistant selects you, then you are a winner of our cash giveaway. So we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners here. Let's go ahead and draw a winner, 4,000. Okay. And then refresh. We have we refresh. That's 9 winners. Let's go ahead and draw one more winner to make it 1,000. And then maybe we can start our conversation. We'll come back. If Kuso is outside there or anybody outside, please call him for me. It's very important. Let's let him come here and help me quickly. Okay. So this is it. We draw the 10th winner here on our cash giveaway. Let's go. Yes, our 10th winner is June already. So we're about to speak with our winners. We're about to speak with our winners, and then we want to talk don't tell me nobody's outside there hearing me to call Kuzo to come in here. Please call Kuzo. No, fine, call him number. How Kuzo not be in the building? Yeah, I call the man can write the numbers down for me. Or if he's not there, then you can come and just write these numbers down for me quickly. So whilst you're writing them down, we can run into our discussion. When you are done, then we can call the winners. He's not around. So just use this. I'm sending the number to your WhatsApp, and then just say that I'm sending the numbers to your WhatsApp. You just write them on the sheet, so we'll make time to speak with all of them, all of our winners. Just wait some more. Just wait. Okay. Okay, so we go. Okay, so we go like this. Let's go like this. Okay, so um okay, so let's do it like this. So that's it. So that's how easier the process is. The process is very easy. Very easy to play. So these are the 10 winners. Let me just send these numbers to your WhatsApp. And all you have to do is to write them on the sheet, and then yes, we'll be good to go. Is your WhatsApp on? Okay. Okay, so folks, yeah, I'm not even seeing your messages you're sending me about Josiah Joke and his credential and his experience and his umbrella. I'm not even seeing it. I'm not even going to bother all those messages. And this is the problem with this country. Anybody can wake up in the morning, that person can go ahead and do anything. Then you see people tell you say, oh, the man is my brother. My man, what the issue? The man is my brother. Oh, my man, that man is no, that brother thing here. Oh. If we who are brothers to these government officials are the ones, or who are friends, or who those of us who have indirect relationships with these people, whether direct or indirect, we are the ones who are supposed to be pressuring these people to do the right thing or to correct. There are some intentions that may be good, but the approach or the implementation model you choose to use may be wrong. So once it is wrong, we tell you no, this is wrong. You can go back and correct it or make the adjustment if you're not arrogant to do that, to take corrections. But if you're arrogant to take correction, then that's a business. But don't tell me, and this is the problem. This is why this country will not go anywhere. Because people feel that anybody else will do anything because you're related or you get, or I'm close to Khan and somebody doing something. I think Khan too close, man. Can't be your friendship now. So maybe you somebody was your friend. Maybe I'm friendly with somebody and so, somebody another person has an issue. Then I'm not supposed to talk about it because that he friend. Is that how we fix the country? Is that how we rescue this country? Is that how we arrest the challenges and rescue it? No, we don't. We have to, folks. So just I think I was sending people message about hey man, just joke like Benny. Hey, why nobody can for that thing in there. Yeah. Yeah, people. See the other one, yeah. So my man, you got shit right? So read them. Just read them on this side. Read all the numbers on this side. And then don't you give them to me. So folks, that's it. Let's go to our conversation first. We're going to read for you what Josiah Joker wrote, the head of the CSA, on his Facebook page. And those of you who are not friends with him, if you just go to Facebook, you read a couple of comments in this regard. Okay, in this regard about this thing. Screenshot right. Okay. So those of you who are online and may want to check his page, this is it. His spell, his name is spelled Josiah. Josiah. Joke. The Joke is spelled Joekar. So this is what he wrote on his Facebook page, I think about 2 or 3 days ago. He said, folks, we are making steady progress towards the betterment of civil servants' lives. Yesterday, the CSA and Echo Bank Liberia launched the 50% salary advance scheme for our value employees with the lowest interest rate of 3%. And this is why caring can carry people. when you start hearing small interest rate. Because some of you may not have the technical knowledge to apply the percentage. So you think, yeah, because you get 3%. So you start celebrating. And there are other people who even went to school and acquire formal education. They too are celebrating this thing. Because only because they see 3%. Comparatively, they are running, join in the picture of people who go and take micro loan from these micro loan companies, institutions. So they don't care. The micro loan institution giving maybe you say 15% or 20% according to Josiah Joker. And he acquire stores. But the government taking 3%. So we'll tell you the difference between the two, right? Simply open now. He's saying all you have to do to get qualified for the loan is simply open an EcoBank enhanced salary account. That start blah 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 blah. I'm not going to read that one. And receive up to 50% of your monthly salary directly in your account. You will pay back in 30 days through salary deduction. This is a prelude to highly anticipated bi-weekly payments. The first thing we like to say here is, look, civil servants should not be carried by this thing posted by this Joe man. You know what? Bear with me small. You know what? Now, when folks on Josiah Joker's post decided to question him, make some inquiries, one of the inquiries made to Josiah was, I didn't see, I think it's Winston Logan. Winston Logan said, Josiah Joker, Chief, can you turn that to other bank? Because you know that not all the civil servants or not all civil servant is with EcoBank. Joker reply, Winston Logan, I did doing the launch by called on all other commercial banks to do same. In fact, 2 other commercial banks have already assured me that they are next in line. They know they face the threat of their customers moving to EcoBank. That's one of the motives Josiah Joker wrote here. One of the motives is to get bankers, customers, depositors, people doing business with EcoBank. So the government, through the CSS, is fronting for EcoBank over other commercial banks. That's the first thing. The first sinister motive. We'll deal with the small one and we'll go to the new one. The first sinister motive here is that the government through CSA, because you know that CSA, the civil servants are many. Most of the civil servants were banking with EcoBank before. At the time, EcoBank was, the only operating in the country. Later on, started expanding across the country. So they had over 70% of civil servants banking with EcoBank before. Now, other commercial banks started to introduce, other commercial banks started coming in the country, establishing everything, providing options and alternative. Do you remember that one point in time, everybody used to say, oh, EcoBank is steep. EcoBank is steep. EcoBank are roll. They can deduct our money. They can deduct our money. And some of you remember those conversations? That EcoBank is steep. EcoBank can deduct their money from their account. What telling them? That their salaries were not fixed and all of that. Now, when other commercial banks started coming in the country, EcoBank started losing customers, majority who were civil servants. They started going to GT Bank, to UBA, to Global Bank, FI Bank, and all of that, which is now SRB. Because what they have alternative. Now, we'll not tell you Josiah Joker linked with EcoBank today for some reasons. But we'll tell you that he has links, but we'll not tell you the link. Because of his connection with EcoBank, they are using this as a marketing strategy firstly for EcoBank to rig in your customers. So they want for civil servants who are banking with GT Bank, with UBA, to move towards EcoBank. so EcoBank can increase her customer base. And EcoBank is unable, or marketing, all her marketing strategies have failed. So since Joke is over CSA, we can have a conversation with him and use him to implement, to regain our customer base. So they run to Josiah Joke. The other one that convincing will not tell that one because we get the evidence yet. The commitment and promise they made to him that he will get percentage on the 3%, all of that, we don't have evidence for that, so we'll not tell that other one yet. But so they run to him and say, Chief, we can do this, this, and this, and this. All we need to do is we can offer a 3% interest rate, and we can run the program for maybe 6 months or 1 year, regain our customers from other commercial banks. So what we can do is we can give the people salary advance. These people going to the micro loans companies, the private companies, the people giving them 15%, 10%, 25%, 20%, whatever the case is. We can offer them 3%, but it will not be on their full salary. We can offer them 3% on the 50% of their salary. So before the end of the month, if you want salary advance, you can come to us, to EcoBank, but you have to open an account with us. You getting the strategy. So once you open an account with EcoBank, you are already banking with EcoBank. All your salary now will go to EcoBank. So a 20,000 7 year 3%. What do you think they will do? And they all will run to EcoBank. What do they do? Mean they say all commercial banks that have not held conversation with CSA, they must start running beyond CSA, and then Josiah Joke becomes the king. Do you get the point? That he becomes the king. Commercial banks will start chasing him now. Because you know what? The validation of EcoBank was done by the government. This man is head of CSA. The fact that he called EcoBank, so if this man wanted other banks to be rolled up in the program, what he would have done is call all the commercial banks to a meeting, right? If he was not fronting for EcoBank, which is against the code of conduct. If Josiah Joke was not fronting for EcoBank, what do you think he was going to do? A professional will say, let's invite all the commercial banks. Let's assume, or let's agree, he said that EcoBank brought an idea to us. But they said they make a plenty sense and he get experience. He knows that all civil servants do not bank with EcoBank. So what do you think he would have done? Because you are about to offer a program that will encourage all civil servants to participate in. But the only way they can participate is to have an account with one of the many commercial banks in the country. Considering the fact that you know that all civil servants have different commercial banks, what will you do as a CSA boss? Invite all the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? The commercial banks, the CSA, the civil servants, leadership. Yeah? The Civil Service Association has a leadership. Invite the commercial banks, invite the Ministry of Finance, invite the CACS, the Civil Service Association leadership, and just sit down and all the HRs too. Invite the HRs because they will be the one, they are the technicians that will be implementing this thing. So you call them to our joint meeting or separate meetings. And then you can have a finalization on this matter. That was not done. Joke only ran to EcoBank and held a series of meetings with EcoBank and came up with a conclusion. Because when you're deciding on interest rate, yes, you are not the only commercial bank in the country. Central Bank is the regulator of all commercial banks. If a commercial bank is offering interest rate, it should meet CBS approval. So you don't spoil the market, or you don't claim monopoly over the market because and you don't operate below CBS or requirement as well, especially on salary. So he didn't do all of these things because you know that in reality, central bank will not allow a commercial bank to offer interest rate at that level without the involvement of other commercial banks, which may kick them out of the market, all of business. So CBS responsibility that to able to still last the commercial banks and regulate them. They said no, we have to have a conversation with all the stakeholders. You can call one commercial bank to can talk interest rate on civil servants salary taking loan when the civil servants are banking with other institutions. So what do? Can we invite all the commercial banks and sell this idea to them? Maybe one bank will say, will offer for us, we can give the loan, but we'll offer 4%. Echo bank say for us, we'll give the loan, we'll offer 3%. The other person will give the loan, but we'll offer 6%. So everybody will sit down and make that decision if you want to go for 6% or 4% or 3%. But you excluded all the commercial banks and ran to Echo Bank. You finish announcing the policy, then you say if other banks want to join, they can come to you. They're not supposed to go to engage civil servants individually. Why didn't you leave Echo Bank to go engage the civil servants? Why did you call a formal gathering with them? Have a series of consultations and came off a plane and announced a 3%. Also, GD Bank, Echo Bank, the other banks. LBDR, what happened to them? They are not supposed to sit on the table with you. Because you know why? If all of those commercial banks would have come together to have that conversation about interest rate, giving the lowest interest rate, they were not going to arrive at 3%. Even Echo Bank will not accept 3%. If you have all the commercial banks on the table. But Echo Bank is accepting 3% because the other commercial banks are not included in the program. That's why they're accepting 3%. Echo Bank will not accept 3% if GD Bank decides to get involved and get an over 2.5. You see Echo Bank dropping to 2.5. If another bank decides to drop to 1.8, you see Echo Bank dropping to 1.8. So I don't want you civil servants to be fooled and think they are doing you a favor. They're not doing you a favor. What they are doing is that they want you to leave your banks to go and bank with Echo Bank. Because Josiah Joker has interest, vested business interest in Echo Bank. That's what they're doing. That's what they want to help you. They do not want to help you. They are not helping you. They are not doing you a favor. You are the ones who are about to do Josiah Joker and Echo Bank a favor. Because you are the ones who are about to leave your commercial banks and return to Echo Bank or go to Echo Bank. In some cases where some of you were with Echo Bank and left, you will be returning to Echo Bank. In some cases where you are not with Echo Bank, you'll be leaving your bank and going to Echo Bank and giving Josiah Joker $1. 1%, all of the 3% on every time you take loan from the bank. And you think Josiah Joker is helping you. He's not helping you. He's not doing you a favor. He's using your situation, the delay, the patience you do not want to hold until the month end to take your pay and go home to spend your money wisely. He's using that situation. He knows that you're in rush. He knows that you're eager to get your salary. Some of you can have situations. Okay? So since they are desperate, let's tap on their desperation and introduce the 3%. That's one aspect that you need to know. They're not helping you. You need to know that they're not helping you. You need to know that the CSA, the other commercial banks, were not consulted, were not involved in this process. They only went to Echo Bank. So in case James Zakbalo does not want to bank with Echo Bank and he wants salary advance, and the bank said, but we can't trust you as an individual to give you salary advance because the government, you have to go to your HR, you have to go so. But if the CSA engages all commercial banks, they will pass the information to the HRs and the controllers and all of that, so they know that they have a cohesive government, a holistic government policy on salary advance or whatsoever loan. The next thing you need to know is that nonsense is not a salary advance. That's not salary advance. The government gives salary advance without interest. Some of you do not know that, right? Some of you do not know that the government gives salary advance without interest. People go to government anything for salary advance. You know? People can go to government for salary advance. And if you go to your HR, you want salary advance, you got issue. The HR got a form. You fill in the form. They send it to the controller, to the internal auditor, and all of that, and then they process it and send it to finance ministry. People, the government gives salary advance without interest. But Josiah Joker is making this to look there. They come and give salary advance, and the government give 100% salary advance. Government institutions can give 100% salary advance without interest. Now, Joker and others are making this to look there. They are offering salary advance. Let me take this break. This is very, very, very important break. Let me take this break.
6 years with your government, and we are caretaker. We are the one that doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boaka for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boaka took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group 730 person. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down when you were working. So anybody that work on a job, we have with him, that job we have put that she will put them down. Paulina cried to her. So therefore she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. And how she left to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group 730 person. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down when you were working. So anybody that work on a job, we have with him, that job we have put that she will put them down. Paulina cried to her. So therefore she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. And how she left us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he wanted to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down. That's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group 730 person. Paulina, she said.
Okay, folks, that call was extremely important. You see, this country can be interesting at times. And it was important that I picked this call. Because exactly what we're saying about the CSA folks and how angry civil servants are there already having conversation about it. This is I just had a conversation with a leader of the Civil Service Association. And he says to me, Austin, I wish I can put you on my back. Because exactly what you say are the exact conversation we had yesterday in our meeting. But folks, some of you who may not be able to understand, don't worry, we'll do the math. We're about to do the mathematical aspect about this whole thing. So you see how much CSA will be conniving with EcoBank to rob all of you civil servants who are looking at 3%. They are not looking beyond 3%. What 3% represents. When you get to know what 3% represents of your salary, just at $100 US, we will take it today at $100 and do the math and see, so you get to know what 3% is of your monthly salary and your yearly salaries, and you know how much you will pay EcoBank how much you will be paying EcoBank every time you go annually, every time you go and take so-called salary advance, which is not even a salary advance. Now, these were questions that I forwarded to you know, the team now know we can ask questions. We can ask questions. The teams we don't know will ask questions. I'll give you the template question. So when I heard this thing, I forwarded these few questions to a big brother who have been around for a long, long period of time in this whole civil service thing and payroll thing and taxation thing and then HR and all of that. The first question I asked was, why 3% cut? Why 3%? Why not 5? Why not 10? Why not 2? Why 3? Something has to justify the 3. The second question I asked is, who determined the 3% cut? The third question was, how does the 3% cut benefit the CS, meaning civil servants? The fourth question I asked was, is the 3% an additional cut aside from the income tax and social security? And then the fifth question was, why was only EcoBank engaged by CSA? These were the first 5 sets of questions I personally asked this person who is an expert in those different areas. Because I wanted to know his thinking about this decision. So I initially forwarded Josiah Joke's text to him, post. And I said, I need your professional advice on this action. Blah, 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 because I need to have a conversation, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He agrees. Okay, let's go ahead. I forwarded him the question. Now, this is how he responded to question number 1. Why 3% cut? He said that 3% cut is the interest rate on the credit. 2, who determined the cut, the 3% cut? He said the 3% cut was determined by the CSA and EcoBank. So I didn't ask him how the CSA, what role the CSA play and all that to inform their agreement with EcoBank for 3%. But I said, how does the 3%, he responded to, how does the 3% cut benefit the CSA, the CS? He said the 3% cut go directly to EcoBank as their interest. CS, meaning civil servants, don't benefit from it. 4, is the 3% cut an additional cut? Is the 3% interest an additional cut aside from the income tax and social security? He said the 3% cut is an addition to all charges to CS salary, including social security and income tax. In fact, why was only EcoBank engaged by the CSA? He said it was a special arrangement between CSA and EcoBank. They could have engaged other banks that could offer similar service in order to give CS more options. CS representing civil servants. In fact, as a former insider of the CSA, he said the Civil Servants Association of Liberia did not play a major role in the decision-making process. You want to take... Now, if you... Let me save it and show you something like EcoBank. There are 50% salary advance by dying star, blah, 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 blah. Open salary account with EcoBank or a monthly salary advance and get a low interest rate, blah. They just opening a deal flyer for a EcoBank need to win flyer for a. Eh? I want to see what we can speak with Johnson from the CSA. I don't know what he's been waiting to speak with us. I don't, But so that's it. Now, we want to establish that this is an evil plan, a diabolical one to rob civil servants of 3% of their salary. Now let's go ahead and do small math sense. I'm not too good at math, so you all gotta bear with them. I will look for a figure that can easily sit down or calculator and tell you what 3% will represent. Yeah. So you all of us can understand. Now, don't forget to dial *799# to play your cash giveaway. About to call us. Win us. Now, so let's go to the calculator and do some math for you. Let's assume your salary monthly is $100. Before we apply the math, let me say this also. Do you know that? And also, because Josiah Joker also in his justification said other private vendors or macro loan people, they give 15%, 10%, 20%, 25%. So the government wants to fix that. Do you also know that the difference between what EcoBank is offering and what those people who give 15, 10, 20% loan is different? EcoBank is saying we will only give you 50% of your salary. They're not giving you your full salary as salary advance. Salary advance that should not even be part of your salary. When you go and say I want salary in advance, salary advance, it means the employee is requesting his salary, his or salary before the time he or she is supposed to earn her salary or receive her salary. It doesn't mean give me part of my salary. That's not salary advance. From the technical standpoint, that cannot be a salary advance. No. That's the first thing folks who are experts in the field have said to us. So Josiah should start saying it's a salary advance that EcoBank is offering salary advance. Because in the sense, on that own CSA practice, when an employee goes to ask for salary advance, that employee goes to that the employee decides how much percentage of his or salary he or she wants. Not the government decides that, or not the bank will decide that. So the bank can restrict you when you requesting salary advance, and the bank restricting you to what you want, what you should take for your salary. If you want 80% of your salary in advance, you can go to HR and say, I want 80% of my salary in advance. I want 50% of my salary in advance. I want 30% of my salary in advance. I want 20% of my salary in advance, depending on the threshold set by your HR people. So you go and say, I want 50% of my salary. I want 60% of my salary in advance. I want 70% of my salary in advance. Can you give me 100% of my salary in advance? You fill in the form, you state the different reasons to justify why you want 80% or 70% or 100% of your salary in advance. But in this case, Josiah Joget and EcoBank are telling you they can only give you 50% of your salary in advance. Even if you need more than the money, more than your salary, more than 50% of your salary, don't go out. I still need you. Even if you need more than 50% of your salary, they're telling you you can get it. They can only give you 50% of your salary in advance. The private companies that have been helping our people, you know what? They can even give you 2-3 months of your salary. So when you're talking percentage, that's the reason why you see some of those people that percentage are high. Because they gave you 4, 5, 6 months of your salary. They don't give you 1 month. They don't give you 50%. They don't restrict you. You tell them what you want and they offer you it. So to start running around here costing noise by saying, oh, the other people giving 15%, 20%, and we are offering 3%. That's the literature that they want you to hear. They will not give you a technical detail. Now, if you go to James and James Microfinance Company and say, this is my salary, I made this my employment letter, this is how many times I've taken pay, blah, 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 I need this. I need 6 months in advance of my salary. The bank loan has their own system with the banks and the HR and everything. Some will tell you must be. Some are doing business with 7 entities, government entities. Some are doing business with 6 government entities. So if you are covered by that government entity and you go to them to apply for their loan, maybe you want 3 months of your salary or 6 months or 7 months of your salary. They say, okay, 7 months of your salary will be to apply a 25% interest rate. If you want 3 months of your salary, we apply a 10% interest rate. So it's not just 25% that the commercial people, these micro loans or microfinance company are giving you, as Josiah Joget is telling you. It depends on the number of months you want for your salary. So those people are offering you 6 months of your salary and say every month we deduct 80% or we take 90%. So you still have 10% of your salary every month. But you are taking it in advance for 6 months. Some give it to you for 1 year. And every month they're deducting. Depending on the nature of the work you do. So they do their own risk analysis and say, okay, we can give you this money on your salary, this loan on your salary. So they give you the loan on your salary based on their own risk assessment. They do their own risk analysis after they run everything. They say, okay, we can give you 1 year, we can give you 6 months new loan on your salary. at this rate. Now, if you do the math, say somebody give you 25% on a 6 month, somebody who makes $100 every month, and they give you 25, they give you $600 of your that is a representation of your 6 month salary. And say we apply a 25% or a 20% interest rate. So I'm not going to marvel. Let me try. I'll be talking here, so I'm busy. Then somebody can text me, right? So let's assume 600 of your salary. I think it should be point times 0.25. Okay, so that's $150. somebody sent us, okay, you get it. Okay, so if somebody makes $100 and you go to James and James Macro Loan Company, right, for your 6 month salary, they say we give you 25% interest. The person say, okay, I agree. Your 6 month salary will be $600, right? Then if they apply the 25% interest, it means they'll be deducting $150 from your $600 salary, right? So $150 from $600, that's $450, right? You'll be taking $450 you'll be taking home. That's for the commercial people, what they say they rape. Now, those commercial people too, what happens is, and that's the technical aspect you guys don't understand. The 25% that the private macro loan companies take from the people's salary, all the 25% does not go to the company, the loan company. Some of the banks take 7% from them. Some of the banks say, okay, we take 5% on every transaction. You get the point? Some of the banks will say we take 5% on every transaction. The company takes 5%, maybe 2% go to, so that different sectors involved, layers involved. So at times that's how the interest rate can be like that. But this one, that only EcoBank for is still CSA. So they say they reduce it. So they apply 3% on 600 and divide it per month. So this man's salary is $300. In this case, the 7 is not going for $100 that he makes every month. He's going for $50. Hope you're getting the point, though. So this man is paying $25 interest at James and James microfinance company on his $600 for 6 months salary at 25% interest, meaning he's losing $150 for his $600. Now, let's go to EcoBank that is offering 3% on 50% of $100. And see what you'll be losing every 15 days if you take salary advance $50 of your salary, and see what Josiah Joker's program making sense to you. And you think everybody just stupid around here. Nobody thinking. Now, let's go the 600 in bulk. Yes, that 7 is working away with 600 in bulk, meaning 450 at take home, 150 is going to best interest that is deducting from it. Now let's go to the man who making the $100, but the bank say we can only give you $50 of your salary because 50% of $100 is $50. So we say $50. They apply 3% of $50. Then we times that number by 6. By 6, if you go for 6 months, which the bank is not even offering. So we say 50 times 0.3. How much $? Not $15. So EcoBank is taking $15 from your $100 salary, from your $50, from the $50 of your $100. So if you're making $100, every time you go to take $50 from your salary from EcoBank will be taking $15 for that money. That to $15 times 6 months. Maybe you go and lose 6 months. $15 times 6 months. That's how much? $90. That's $90. Now, Josiah Joker is telling the stupid people that are following him to listen to that nonsense he's calling market loan policy. And someone who take our time to read, to research, and go to school to learn the thing. They say you don't listen to Josiah Joker because he's still long in government. So anything he say, it makes sense. I see you celebrating Josiah Joker. Now, do you see the disparity? The man is taking his full $600 every month from the micro loan company that is offering him one or 25% on his full salary at $100, and he's leaving $150 on a $100 for 6 months. For 6 months. Now, you taking $50 every month on loan. You are paying the bank $50 of your $50. So every time you go to take $50 of your salary, if you are making $100, it means you only come home with $45. I mean, you come with $35. Tala. Maybe so that $35 you'll be coming home with. Because the bank will take 3%. So 3% of $50, that $35, that $15. So 15 is being minus from your or being removed from your $50, mean that $35 the bank will give you. So all of you making $100 US, when you sign on to that policy with Echo Bank and CSA, every time you go to apply for a loan, the bank will give you $35. Will pay you $35 now. The bank will not only pay you $35, the bank will transfer that $35 to your account with Echo Bank. When that money is transferred to your account with Echo Bank, the bank will deduct cents from that money because every transaction you do with Echo Bank, with all the commercial banks, they deduct cents. So that two they're going to deduct from you, the transaction with the bank they will deduct from you. Then after they deduct the transaction from the bank, they will also, for hosting your money, they deduct cents. So if you only have me exact $35 for Echo Bank transaction, it means the possibility is that you may be going with maybe $32 or $33 because the bank will deduct cents for hosting your money and for the transaction. So you're not going with $50. You're going with less than $35. Because you have to go withdraw the money now. So when Echo Bank does that transaction and send your money to your account, they deduct cents. When you go to the bank to use your ATM card to withdraw that $35, they will take out money from you. Or when you go to stay on the counter, enter your withdrawal slip to go cash all that money. When you have the exact $35 in your account, the bank will not give you that exact $35 because you have to pay charges. You have to deduct charges for that money. So in essence, you are not going with even $35. You're going with less than $35 for Echo Bank draconian policy, loan policy. And the thing they are helping you. They don't know that they are putting you into further poverty. That's why we say this policy is an attempt to place you into extreme poverty. That you not benefit anything from your salary. Well, some of you thought we're just looking at this thing on the surface, right? So you were on my post misbehaving. But this is the rationale. So Austin Kawa is making $100. He goes to James and Jeans and says, I want 6 months of my salary. James and Jeans said, we can give you 1 year. He said, no, I want 6 months. They said the 6 months, that 5% interest. So the 25% interest is not on the 1 month salary. No, not on 1 month salary. They gave it to you on the accumulated salary of 6 months. They gave you 25%. Echo Bank said they will give you 3% on 50%. When you request 50% of that $100, they give you 3%. So in essence, Echo Bank is taking $30 from you for your $100. If they were allowing you to take $100, it means that $30 they will be taking from you. Now, this $90 are just for what? 6 months, right? So that 6 months, they're taking $30 on. So if you do 90 times 2, that 9 plus 9, that's 18, that $180 they're taking from you for 6 months. For 1 year, you're paying them $160. That is for those of you who making $100. So it means those of you who make more than $100, you'll be paying more to Echo Bank just for taking 50% of your salary from them. And then they will also charge you. They will apply all their charges. They will apply all their charges. So in essence, you'll be paying more to Echo Bank than if you go into the commercial, to the private loan companies. It's different. No private loan company you go to say, oh man, I want one more salary environment. Then they tell you 25%. No macro loan company in the country charging 25% on salary advance for salary advance. No micro loan company that I know charging 25. Say somebody go for 1 month salary, they say 25%. If any of you know it, you please text me. And tell me say I know this microfinance or micro loan company that charge you 25% on 1 month salary will go for. Most of them taking 3 months, 6 months, 1 year of your salary, go for advance, they give it to you, they do that risk assessment, risk analysis, they say, okay, we can pay you. They pay you, they apply 25%, they take that 25%. So if you go to EcoBank, and EcoBank say we apply 3%, but we can only give you 50% of your salary. And we took it at the lowest $100. It means that $3 they're taking from your salary every time you go for $100 loan from EcoBank. They for $50 loan from EcoBank, they take $3 from there. So this is so I mean this is not $15. This is where wait. Oh yes, sorry. I was making a mistake. Sure. I was taking it at I was taking it at $100. Sure, I think at $100. So I mean, so that's it. So if you do your math, we still around at $90 for 1 year. So EcoBank is not, I mean, or CSA is not helping you in any way. They're not helping you. Because if the yes, sure, that's it. The 3% of the $50 is $15. So you have to understand what these people are saying to you. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm yeah. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah. So I'm applying $100 instead of $50. So that's $1.50, right? Yeah, $1.50. So that's it. So if they deduct that, even if we apply the $1.50 or the 1.5, the 1.5, and you multiply that, it still does not help the civil servants. It still does not help them. It still places huge money in EcoBank's wallet and takes away a lot from the civil servants. $1.50 is a huge sum of money. So even if we apply the 1.5 or the $1.50, man, I don't know, man. Don't give me that. The $1.50. Let's go to the calculator. $1, 50 cents, 1.50 times 6. That's $9, right? $9. So now, I mean, so $9 is leaving the man's $50. $9 will be leaving the man. So that's almost $10 will be leaving. If you apply all of the different bank charges and all of that, maybe the man will go home with $40. So you go at 50, you carry 40. You 10 behind. It still does not have that. $5 different anyway. We're talking 15. So that $5 different. So you still get taking $10 away from the man after all of the service charge and all of that from the bank transaction and everything. You're still taking $10 from that man. So that man is going with $40 instead of $50. That's just for 50% of his salary. Why do you want to take $10 from somebody's salary? Somebody who goes for $50 loan, and you want to take $10 from the man, $50? Why do you want to do that? But this $100 is a representation of the least civil servant. So when the least civil servant goes for a loan for or gets enrolled into EcoBank's program, that's not going to be happening to that least civil servant. Every time he or she applies for a loan, 50% of his or her salary, he or she loses $10 to EcoBank and takes away $40. If he's going to be, say, I want a loan, everything go for loan, everything go for loan, we take 1.5. 1.5 there, 1.5 now, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So that two small calculation for you. See, I'm not going to EcoBank, yeah? So this is what EcoBank will be taking from you. 1.5 we have I think they do about 70,000 civil servants, right? 1.5 times. So 1.5 are more one person. So that's so EcoBank, that's so 5,000 person enroll. And without taking that 5,000, so there's some 5,000 persons, civil servants, all of the 70,000 civil servants, they get 3% and start rushing to EcoBank. So we say you apply 1.5 times 5,000 every month. So the 1.5 is the monthly charge for the least civil servant who goes alone. So that means the EcoBank gets $7,500 every month from 5,000 list of 5,000 civil servants in the least, the lowest category. That's what EcoBank gets. The civil servants in the least category. If they say we're making 100, we're going for loan, and you apply the 3%, and we get 1.5, all of our money. I mean, we'll leave you 1.5 billion. And they will say 5,000, just 5,000 persons go for a loan for this month. Say the program just started. And the only micromanaging is they only encourage civil servants to do business with EcoBank. So they 7,500 are just for 1 month. That's times this per 12 months. Equal 7,500 times 12. How much are there? $90,000 US. $90,000 US. This is the money that civil servants at the least level will be paying EcoBank annually. If 5,000, just 5,000 civil servants at the lowest level decide to get enrolled into this program and take a loan from EcoBank, it means EcoBank will make $90,000 US annually from just 5,000 civil servants that go to that get enrolled in the loan program. So let's divide 70,000 by how many commercial banks, and apply that figure to see how much the commercial all the commercial banks will be making from civil servant salary. So we say we cancel. We say 70,000. Take it as 70,000 civil servants. 70,000 civil servants. How many commercial banks? UBA, GT Bank, EcoBank, SRB, Access Bank. I think they put LBDR there, LBDR Bank, and Global Bank. I think Global Bank got new management, so Global Bank, 6, 7. Those are 7 banks. Seven banks. So 7. If I forget about anyone, somebody can test me. So that's 7 banks. So these are 70,000 divided by 7 banks. It means each bank will have 10,000 reps. But let's take it at, let's say all the civil servants say we not want loan nothing. We're not going for a loan. Let's say I say 50% of 70,000 say we're not going for a loan. Okay? So we say all the 70,000, 40,000 say we're not going for a loan, 30,000 say we're going for a loan. So we apply at 30,000. 30,000 civil servant. All of the 70,000, we say 30,000 civil servants say they were enrolled into the program at different commercial banks and an equilibrium. So we say 30,000 divided by 7 commercial banks. 30,000 divided by 7 commercial banks. I mean, each commercial bank may likely have the probability of each commercial bank having the probability exists that each commercial bank will have 4,285 silver sevens. Okay? So I think we're taking it at 5,000. So let's say 4,000 silver sevens for across the 7 commercial banks at the interest rate of 1.5. So 1.5, we say 1.5 times 4,000. 1.5 at the rate of 4,000 silver sevens, that's $6,000 for each bank. Every month. So mean each commercial bank, silver sevens at the lowest level will pay each commercial bank $6,000. Silver sevens at the lowest level in the commercial lowest level will pay each commercial bank $6,000. So let's times the 6,000 by 7 commercial banks. Or let's time it first down by 12. So equal 6,000. 6,000 times 12. That's 72,000 monthly to a commercial bank. Each commercial bank will get 72,000 annually. Equals 72,000 annually each commercial bank. Now let's times this by the 7 commercial banks. So we'll say times the 7 commercial banks. That's $504,000 will be leaving silver 7p. Silver sevens at the least level. It'll be $504,000. That's $500,000. Meaning, we're not saying silver seven in the least category, they want in the middle level or they want the highest level. We're taking all of them and placing in the least level. We're taking all silver seven from the higher level to the middle level to the lowest level. We take all 70,000 of them. We'll place them at the lowest level, making $100. Then we say of the 70,000 making $100, 40,000 of them say we now want to do business with all the commercial banks. We now want your loan, we won't do nothing. 30,000 say we will do business with you and we'll spread equally at all of the 7 commercial banks. It means they will pay $504,000 annually. Every year, these commercial banks will be making $504,000, $500,000 from civil servants. That's the least these commercial banks will make. Josiah Joker say, yeah, we're in a bar. Imagine 504,000 leaving civil servant pockets and going into commercial banks. Just imagine. 500,000 will be leaving civil servants, meaning we place all of them in the least category of $100. It means they all come together. 30,000 of them will be paying $500,000 every year across the different commercial banks. I mean, they will be $500,000 will be leaving their pockets, will be leaving their salaries, going to the commercial banks because they want 50% loan, just on 50% of their salary in loan. You didn't consult the CSA leadership. You didn't consult or get involved other commercial banks. You came on and announced Echo Bank on your own. And say because the interest rate is 3%, so we should not look at the technical details, the application, the implementation. What do they benefit? If EcoBank really wants to help us, or Josiah Joker really wants to help Silver 7, then drop the interest rate to 1% and get involved all our commercial banks. Or they make the process open, then the commercial banks compete on the interest rate and see whether your so-called EcoBank will be offering 3%. If it is that so cheap and easy, the only reason why the EcoBank is offering 3% is because other commercial banks are not enrolled into the program. Because if other commercial banks get enrolled into the program, EcoBank will not make profit from this venture. They will not make profit. So they will reject it. But they know they are going to make profit because they will be the only commercial bank offering the service backed by the government through the CSA. But because of that, All civil servants will start leaving their commercial banks and start running to Echo Bank. But that Echo Bank monopolized the whole system, the whole banking system. Everybody not doing. Imagine Echo Bank having 30,000 civil servants because the civil servants are 70,000. Meaning, other 40,000 people say, we want your loan, we want nothing, we'll stay with different banks, we'll spread across different banks. I mean, 30,000 say we want it. And only Echo Bank offering the service. I mean, 30,000 civil servants will be moving to Echo Bank against their taste, against their will, only because there is a 3% interest. And this is not a long-term program. This is a short-term loan program to attract these depositors. It's a short-term program. Short-term program. And another thing you have to understand is this amount is not fixed. Because as the US rate goes up, your salary will decrease. Because when they apply the 3%, your salary will never be fixed in the bank when you go to the bank for your salary. How do they pay them when they do the deduction? When the government pays in LD component and USD component as well. The action does not address these concerns. These are the technical concerns or details that this program is supposed to address. You take a paying 80-20, 20% Liberian dollars, 80% US dollars. When Echo Bank only be going for the US dollar component of your salary, or they will be going for the LD component. Because the LD component does not reach 50%. The only portion that reach 50% and more is the USD component. And Echo Bank saying only 50% of your salary they can give you. So it means once you go for a loan, they have to do the deduction from the US dollars component because your LD component does not meet the threshold of 50% to get qualified for their loan. And not everybody, a few handful of people around him who pray and say, oh, you don't understand this one, you don't understand. Oh, they are the only ones that understand technical details in the country. Once you wear a green t-shirt with Joe Barker sleeping face on it, then you understand technical details. Once just wear a t-shirt, the only thing that qualifies you to understand technical details is to wear green t-shirt and put Joseph Barker sleeping face on it, then they say you understand technical details. But these are the technical details that most of you did not understand when I did my post. You didn't know all of these things should have been taken into consideration. And you think civil servants are happy to be paying Echo Bank $500,000 every year from their salary? Besides the amount, another thing we didn't tell you. You have to pay Social Security. So if you go for your salary advance with 50%, if they give you your $50, Echo Bank deduct at 3%, you have to pay on the more end. Your balance $50 that goes to Echo Bank. That goes to Echo Bank. They deduct how you call it, your social security. You have to pay Social Security. If you are in a tax bracket to pay income tax, they deduct income tax. Your money is going in the bank, it's in the bank, everybody deduct service charge. So that other $50 is just vulnerable. They'll just be chopping. As soon as you go there the more and you go for the balance $50, they say bingo, only 30 years, some more only 25, some more only 40, some more only 38, some more only 37. So that remaining $50 will never be fixed. Because the benefit deducting, or when you finish paying Social Security, you pay income tax, you pay service charge in the bank, all of that. You get nothing again to take home. You don't have anything. Y'all tell me whether this is the reform that the CSA Mason is carrying out, and he said we should celebrate. Because I want to sense it, that mod is that his own rooming in ice cream. Look, civil service, let me say this to you. You saw what? You saw how I did my math? I did my math, leaving the bracket open that 40,000 of you will say you're not enrolling. Maybe I should have said 40,000 will enroll to certify Josiah Joker and say 30,000 will not enroll, but I want to be more, realistic. So I say, let's assume the program is so popular, civil servants really love the program, the civil servants really love the program, and they are going to get enrolled into the program. Bingo! Y'all get enrolled. Who told you will not know that those will start and they will come back? Y'all go sign on the Echo Bank program, loan program, to pay 3% every time you take 50% of your salary, you pay 3%. Every time you take 50% of your salary, you take 3%. You pay 3%. When the North Star small come here and say, we told you before, and today we can be telling you, say, Joe Barra was old, Joe Barra was very, very old. He didn't have the technical capacity, he didn't have the political capacity, nothing he had to govern the country, to keep in charge, to stay in charge, to know what's happening around him, to the extent that people will not be doing their own things and he does not even know. You didn't listen. Today you say, oh, the man not in charge. When we say the man in charge, you get vexed. You want us now to believe that the man is not in charge. This is not a poverty reduction strategy. This cannot be a poverty reduction strategy, folks. This is a strategy. You know, the guy said during their campaign, they promised to pay civil service 2 times a month. They say we will take pay and when we take over, we'll make you to take pay 2 times a month. So that monthly salary payment strategy that the campaign on, they know that, they realize that they don't have the capacity to pay you 2 times a month. But they have already made that commitment to you. So what do? Let's run to one bank that'll be winning. Let me tell you something. With your income, anybody that says, who can do that one? I can do it. I can do it. Just know that person is a criminal among all of you. Anybody that willing to do anything at any time as requested. So all the bank, everyone say, I can do it. You see, then Josiah Joker tell you they are our plan, your bar monthly salary payment is nearing, it's here, as we promise. You're not paying them salary. You're giving them loan, Josiah Joker. When you pay them salary, the bank will not deduct 3% interest, will not charge them 3% interest. So you're not paying them 2 times a month. Don't get carried. Josiah Joker is not paying you 2 times a month. The government is not going to be paying you 2 times a month. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be forcing you to go into the get enrolled into a loan program that will only restrict how much you can take from your salary. They say 50% before the month ends. And then that 50%, they say you pay 3% on that salary. That every month. But if you leave Echo Bank and CSA, credit policy, and go to the micro loan company that they're talking about, you know what happens? They will say, okay, we'll give you 6 months. Why Echo Bank offers 6 months salary advance? These people are working, they struggle to get loan from Echo Bank on their salaries. They are giving the employer of the government. They struggle to get loan from the bank, from these banks to do that, to establish their business and all of that. But they want to give you 50% of your salary and then deduct 3%. So why you can't give them loans when they come to your banks for loans? Say you want to give them loan with low interest. The people are working with government. Give them loan. If CSA really wants to improve your lives as civil servants, you know what they'll do? They will go to Echo Bank and negotiate to give you micro loans. They leave microfinance company, they give you micro loans to go establish your businesses. Echo Bank will not give you micro loan because they do not respect you, they do not regard you. They will not give you micro loan to go and establish your business. The CSA will not go to Echo Bank and the commercial banks to say, hey, these are people that are employed with government until death, blah, blah, or until they reach retirement age. So, yes, their job security is a guarantee. You can give them or micro loan or business loan on their salary. What CSA can negotiate with Echo Bank to give civil servants loan on their salaries? Since CSA really loves you and they want you to get money 2 times a month because they don't want to get money in your pocket, eat your money on time before the month ends. Because if you take your money, 50% of your money, you use it. CSA can tell the bank, say, hey, we agree to give these employees microfinance loan 1 year, 2 years until on their salary. They charge their interest. That interest can represent maybe in terms of emergency. I mean, in terms of misfortune. I think the government say, okay, send people them are paying 3% or 10% on a loan, and he still owes the bank, will deduct from his benefit and pay the bank, but because his benefit still goes to the bank. Just in case somebody pass off or somebody gets sick and is not working again, you can still pay. So yes, you could have negotiated with the banks to give civil service loan, business loan on their salary. Not to say, well, we'll give your salary advance and we deduct 30%. No, it does not help the situation. Two, there are more private businesses are engaging into microfinance. The banks are already liquidated. Those businesses that are doing microfinance, they are Liberian businesses. Joe Barker said he wants to empower Liberian businesses and make sure that Liberian business grow, that the private sector will grow. Those people are part of the private sector Barker was talking about, Josiah Joke. If you run to the bank and dropped interest rate on loan by 3%, especially because the same micro loan that they go for, but you say salary on their salary, and you drop it to that level, do you know what you're doing? You're taking what 20,000 persons, businesses, all of business. That's what you're doing. And you prefer taking over 20 to 30,000 people that are doing micro loan businesses in the pay that civil servants are doing business with. You prefer taking them all of business and pay EcoBank $500,000 annually. So which do you prefer? You weaken the private sector, you undermine the private sector, undermine Liberian businesses, and pay foreign banks 500,000. I mean, yes, 500,000 annually. So if you divide that by two, it means 250,000 every 6 months they're going to be getting from civil service salary. Money that we're going to Liberian owned businesses in the private sector. You say, no, we'll take it from Liberian owned businesses, we'll give it to foreign businesses that are running the banks. And you think you're happy? I don't know Ami Moda's level of understanding of the business climate. I don't know to what extent people like Boma Kamara will be concerned about the impact this policy, this loan program is going to have on the private sector owned by on a portion of the private sector that Liberian businesses are running, that Liberians are running. I don't know whether you guys have done your assessment, and no, it's going to cripple all the 90% of the institutions in the country that are doing micro loan are Liberians, Liberian owned businesses. That's how you go. This policy is going to cripple those Liberian owned businesses. You will push them out of business and empower the foreigners running banks in the country to accommodate your own selfish interests. This is not a good policy. No serious economist, especially macroeconomist, we can't tell you say they think Boma Kamara, I mean they think Josiah Joke won't do that good thing. Because it's going to affect the Liberian owned businesses that are running macro loan programs all around Capital Building, on Kerry Street, different places. That's what you're going to do. What do you achieve? How does it impact the economy? How does it impact the economy? Because you'll be taking civil servants will be paying $500,000 to every month to the commercial banks. They don't get anything in return. So it means the percentage of the salary they will go for does not meet their marginal utility. If the man wants to buy a bag of rice, a few things for a home, emergency, he goes to take his salary advance. You apply all of those deductions. How does he meet his marginal utility? The man go buy a red price increase. If he's taking 50% of his salary, he can't even buy a bag of red gold. He want 1 gallon of oil, he has to buy 2 bottles. He doesn't meet it. The policy doesn't help. If you want to sincerely help, I will support a policy from CSA from Josiah Joke. I will support a loan policy that will see civil servants take 6 months, 1 year advance of their salary to invest into businesses. I will support a policy on CSA developed by Josiah Joke that will compel the banks or negotiate with the banks, encourage the banks to give these people macro loans on their salaries, not to give people salary advance and deduct and take 3% from their salaries. You give them 50%, you take 3%. So if the bank is so magnanimous enough to sit with you, CSA, and have a conversation and agree for these people to take 50% of their salary ahead, while the banks can be magnanimous enough to sit with you and agree to give these people business loans on their salary. So that, folks, let's look at this. Which one is preferable? The government coming to CSA comrade financing, we negotiate with the commercial banks. These people are giving the employer, we're still a guarantor for them, give them business loans on their salaries. Then to say they give them salary advance and take 3% from their salary. And place over 20,000 microfinance institutions in the country to stop operating. So you stop over 200,000 microfinance institutions in the country. You stop them from operating because you undermine by undermining their businesses. You stop them. You undermine them. You take them out of business. You pay commercial banks. Most of them are foreign banks. You pay them $500,000 annually. Then you deduct 3% for civil service. What is that? What upside down policy is that? I thought it's supposed to be the other way. Let people money be safe and secure in the banks. Let's talk to the commercial banks to give them business loan on their salary. What were you settled for civil service? We're about to open the telephone lines. You call and tell me what were you settled for if the government sincerely wants to help you. Should the government use your salary as collateral to talk to the commercial banks to give you business loans, or you want them to use your salary, take to Echo Bank and say Echo Bank will only give you 50% and then you pay them 3% on the 50%? What do you prefer? What do you prefer? We're going to open the telephone lines and talk to you. Civil servant, let's see what you prefer. What do you want? Business loan on your salary, government serve as collateral, you take business loan on your salary, or government go to the people and tell the people, say, give us 50% on our salary as loan and we'll pay 3%. Let's see what you prefer. So Twitter, you've done with that stuff, right? Let me go back. We told our partners just told us to do additional jobs. So let's see what we can do additional jobs quickly. Maybe two more quickly to make it 12 winners, and then we'll start to call our winners before we go to the telephone line to pick your calls. So 4,000. Okay. Refresh. So we have 12 winners tomorrow. It's Thursday, so we'll call some of the winners today and call some of the winners tomorrow, and then we'll continue the show, from that point. So that's it, folks. So we're about to go to the telephone lines and speak with you, Civil Servant. So you tell us, so you can tell us whether this is a good policy for you or whether it's not a good policy for you. Simple. I want to bring it. Okay, so let's do the last draw, and then yes, this is the last draw. So today there are 13 winners so far. 13 winners so far. So these are the 13 winners. We'll call the remaining winners tomorrow. But we can call everybody today. Yeah, we can call everybody. We'll call the remaining winners tomorrow. So let's Twitter. What is that something? Let me speak with some of these winners who walk over $4,000. I can see the phone. I can see the telephone. Okay, it's here. Okay, we'll call a few winners and then we take calls. So you will call now. You will call and tell us, say, oh, we'll miss the call. We take some of the winners and some of you call. So 0776 722 705. Oh, I just announced all the number on the radio. Okay, but 0776 104 104 and 086. Oh god, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah, this is optional. That we don't know. We don't understand the strategy. So yes, 0776 104 104 0886 500 104, and the WhatsApp number is +231 886 886 500 104. Let's speak with this person on this number first day. Let's speak with this person. I'll take you 654. Okay, let's speak with this person. This is our first winner of 4,000. This person will start the conversation, and then we'll be mixing the call. When one person call, talking to the other, then we'll dial the other number. Okay. Oh, somebody. Hello. Okay. Sorry, there was an interruption here. Okay. Okay, so let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom Radio.
Yes, I know.
Okay, you play our cash giveaway, and I'm sure you have received a message.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Wilfred. Wilfred Price.
Okay, Wilfred, congratulations. How much did you receive?
4K.
Okay, congratulations. Eta gay, I beg you, man. Thank you. 4K, 4K. Thank you. Congratulations on winning 4K. Let's call the second winner on the show, and then we take other calls. 081. Okay. Okay. This is our second winner. And then we go to the telephone lines and speak with our regular callers on the conversation we hear here. This person should be our second winner of our cash giveaway here this morning, walking away with 4K. Okay. We want to talk to Silver Sevens this morning. Yeah, because the policy is going to affect you. Silver Seven. Me, I'm not a Silver Seven, though. So I'm now a Silver Seven. So yeah, it is your policy, it's your benefit. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please go ahead.
This is Mentor Dwayne. I'm with the MCSS system in the local system.
Okay, madam, what do you prefer? Do you want the government to stand with for you using as a salary as a collateral to have the commercial bank give you business loan, or you want to take 50% every month with 3% interest?
I think it is outrageous to believe that this government will still find strategy to reduce our salary. It's a shame. 50%, 3% deduction. I don't understand what policy that is. We are telling the government, if you can't help us, don't hurt us. Please, forget about the whole room. If you want money to pay us, regularly, simple. No need. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you very much. That person is from the MCSS Teacher Association. Let's hear the next person. Go ahead. What do you want? Government to stand for you to ensure that commercial banks give you loan on your salary, business loan on your salary, or you want them to give you salary loan with deduct 3%?
I think it would be much preferable when commercials then are giving loan instead of cutting 3% from 07 salary.
Okay, thank you very much. Next person, what do you prefer?
Thank you. Good morning to you. Good morning to your listeners. This is Hussein Keu. So, Austin, thanks for the topic. But I want to say this. This is optional. All right. So, the civil servant is now imposing this on its workers.
No, they are imposing it. They are imposing the fact that they only got the commercial echo bank involved. That's imposition. The commercial banks are complaining that they were not. The other commercial banks said they were not. They were not considered.
So, I think it's at the discretion of the director general to do.
No. It's not a discretion. Director general can decide which bank you bank with. No man. Don't stop. No man. Stop the other thing. Why you tell me at the discretion of director general? Who is director general that will be at a discretion? You disqualify. I can't tell you your background. Let's go to the US and speak with this person on the 347 number.
Yeah, good morning, Austin. My name is Aaron. I joined from the US. Tobias, I'm calling from the state of Pennsylvania.
Welcome, Aaron.
Austin, I think it's a broad day rob by the TSA boss. They're only going to enrich him and Echo Bank. For transparency, he should do an open process, let vetting take place so other commercial banks can come in and say what they can do to as well. But the particular process, I think it's a broad day rob to the civil servant. Because you guys going to be losing a lot of money. Austin, you have said it all. We don't need a greater mathematician in the world, which is Thomas Ford to come and explain to the Liberian people.
Yeah.
You have said it all, Austin. They're going to be losing, actually. Let people go for the least amount of money. Let there be an open vetting process. Let other commercial banks participate. Then we're going to take it from there and see what next. But you want to go and just call a few group of guys, just can't, because you're going to get a kickback at the end of the day. So it's a broad day rub to the civil servant. So I'm encouraging all civil servants, do not fall Satan. You guys going to be praying and the echo band going to eat you guys. So thank you so much, Austin.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Echo Ben going to eat you so much. That's correct. Let's hear you, Thomas. Go ahead.
Thank you. Austin, my recognition. Someone else to go.
Man, let's see. Mama, you're not qualified to call, but we're not talking about we won't talk to CDJ, but we're talking about we won't talk to our civil servant people. They can't talk about CDJ. Yeah, the person. We won't talk to civil servant, direct beneficiary. I mean, victims. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Hello. Okay, that person is not ready yet. Let's talk to somebody else. Good morning. Okay, what's the other phone? Let me see this phone. Phone is off. Okay, that's the we won't talk to we won't talk with civil servant. Then my man Thomas in. Hello.
Hello.
Can you move away from your monitor? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I'm Chinchilla calling for the first. This whole situation here is the government trying to tell us the kind of make our salary with CP.
Exactly. Okay, that's CP. Come on, you say you make it.
What kind of funny government is this? Every month, I compare our salary with CP. 3% the number of civil servant. 3% deducted from the salary. That man will be a millionaire in less than a year.
Oh, sure. $500,000 annually goes to Echo Bank. Meaning only 30,000 people will say we're doing business.
Thank you, man, for the job, man, because we are.
Thank you very much. No, don't get very. Yeah, let people know that you guys are not stupid people. I saw somebody calling me the God's help. I don't know whether. Let's go. Let's take 3 more calls and then we call it a day. Yeah. Just 3 more calls. This person will be our next caller. Hello.
Yeah, Austin. This is the voice of community with the chairman of the Lost Conscious Brigade.
Okay, go ahead. We say.
Let me say thank you for your topic discussion. This was said that the Bwana is invited and this.
Oh, I think I make anything new. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Please go ahead quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Justin Shedrick Weebly. I come from the Peace Island community, Congo time.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, my brother, it's so frustrating to see people work in the civil service sector to leave the civil service, the people, the direct beneficiary behind, and do a little decision that will affect them negatively. But we don't blame the people. People, civil servants themselves. Some of us, we say that, we are, let's say, harmonize our salary, so we harmonize it good. So the other man, he came and then he gave our salary as a pay. So I think it already, there's a thing that said the flow enough for the only be alone, but it's for the person that's taking the only. So we always feel it.
Thank you very much. Well, no, you guys have option not to accept that thing. That's all. Jerry, nobody forcing you. You don't have to even go to Echo Bank. You don't even have to listen to what Josiah Joga is saying because they can't force you to do it. So they just want to introduce they want to test the result. They want to test the result of you. They want to know whether you settle down for that thing. So once I know I trust the civil service, the civil service association leadership. I trust them on that one. I know they will issue statement to tomorrow. Good morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Benjamin Bakke, calling from the old road to bring peace out around your Kakoluba community.
Okay.
This is a clear manifestation that Unity Party has started strategizing this how they will rob Liberian people. Let me let you know this. This concerning our meeting with one Unity Party guy, he told us that you guys do not know how to steal. We don't want to know how to steal, so now we can steal the masses. We don't know how to know this time around. God, you know, everyone will be checking out here and will be exposing you guys.
Thank you very much. We'll take the last and final call. This person, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Baba Widow and I joined from my district 13 lessons in precise village.
Okay.
You know, I listened to you and you did all the analysis. Myself, I use my phone. We all will do the calculation. You know, my brother, You see, they say you what you pray for sometimes is what you get. If you pray for a good leader, you will get a good leader. If you pray for a bad leader, you will get a bad leader. This talks for the opposition or they say whatever people, they will see people were here 2023, they go election talking say President we are hammer now their salary, they will hammer now his vote. But today, Joe Baka is not hammer now their salary, but Joe Baka is cutting. When they cutting their salary, you like it, you don't like it, you force. You know, they are going to get into the same cartoon, you now come and compare.
Compare. That is usually if I'm going to drink.
Oh, but you now come and compare. So how you tell me the men making $100, then you go, you cut, just as you get a have like 1.5% of that salary you cut it, then you multiply by 40%. You know what you're discussing there? So they will be taking so much housing free for the people. So when they work of the bank and they will be taking so much housing free for common address who's struggling to pay their church school fee, to pay their rent, to even put bread on their table for their family.
Thank you, my brother. And sadly, they will be taking Liberian-owned businesses out of business as well. Let's hear the last caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, is there a difference between the Liberia pay after scheme and the EcoBank loan scheme that the government wants to undertake?
Sorry, come again.
Is there a difference between the Liberia pay after scheme introduced by President Weah as compared to this one that the government wants to introduce?
Sure, there's a big difference. Just that we are out of time, I will have drawn you through the differences. Okay, but maybe tomorrow, we'll have people here from the CSA and then we'll go through that before we take our guests.
All right. Anyway, my name is Stanley Nangwe. I'm calling.
Okay, brother Nangwe.